I recall the past real vaguely. I remember everything they'd say. Maybe thought that I was crazy, thinking that one day they'd see my name. Love being a loner, always moving closer. Knew exactly what I wanted to have. Fear of growing older, chip all on my shoulder. Told myself I'm never looking back. Now I'm
So we made another little plywood plate to go to the bottom of the fuel tank, so we can stick the fuel tank on that mount right there. This is a fuel tank out of a T-Max. Screw going in straight? No, look down at it. Look how crooked it is. Videoing? Mm-hmm. Just screwing down the fuel tank right now to that plate we just made. Not very much room, so I'm using these really small screws. And there should be plenty to hold the fuel tank. Then the tank's screwed through the bottom little piece of plywood there. And then, if we need to, it'll be easy to change the tank later on, because this thing might be leaking a little bit of air.
And now you better back down, 'cause I'm coming for you. Better back down, 'cause I'm coming for you. Better back down, 'cause I'm coming for you. Better back down, 'cause I'm coming.
Just finishing up the motor mounts right now. Got the fuel tank mounted. Made these new, well, they're not new, we actually just flipped over the old plywood mounts, drilled new holes for this engine so it would mount down on there. Now we got that mounted. Got to try to figure out how to hook up the throttle linkage and all that, but we don't have any servos in it or anything yet either. And we're gonna hook up the fuel lines. I think we're about ready for a test fire and just see how it runs. What do you think, boy?
That's fine.
Alright, so right now I'm just measuring up and making some fuel lines, and I'm trying to make this pressure line about as short as I can, which will be right there because the fuel tank's nice and close. And then we'll do another short line from the fuel tank up to the carb, and that should help us get push fuel into the carb, because the guy that gave me this boat said that they had problems. They were like notorious with this airboat trying to get enough pressure to push fuel into the carburetor. So we mounted the tank up as high as we could, and then we're going to try to keep the lines as short as we can. See how it goes. Any thoughts on the boat, Squee?
It's fine. I like building it.
You about ready to try firing up the engine?
Yeah. Dad, is it like a pull start where you go like vroom and then it starts, or is it like the nitro?
You gotta wrap a rope around it.
Oh.
This little wheel right there, you gotta wrap a rope around it.
Oh.
Oh, we got the perfect amount of line. Still videoing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that should be fine. It's kind of touching the head, but I don't think it'll hurt anything. Let's see. Actually, I'm going to put a zip tie on it to hold it away a little bit.
Okay.
Let's see what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm pulling this fuel line away from the head of the engine because that gets really hot, and it wouldn't melt this fuel line probably, but just, you don't want your fuel to get hot either.
Oh yeah, because it could catch on fire.
And the engine doesn't burn it as well when your fuel's hot. There, that's perfect. Here, let me hold this. You pour the fuel in. Squeeze the bottle to make it come out faster. Just put it all in there.
Okay.
Okay, that's good. You still videoing?
Yeah.
So one trick to nitros, if you guys don't know this, you can pull the pressure line off the exhaust and blow into it until you see fuel go in the carburetor. And now we'll put the glow plug igniter on and try to fire this thing. Wasn't really wanting to start, so I'm just putting a little bit of heat into the engine with this heat gun. Trying to get warmed up, and hopefully that'll help it fire. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
It started to. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Bop, bop, bop. Pretty sure this engine has never been ran by the looks of it. A little bit of heat helps a lot.
It's loud.
So Brent's going to vacuum out the inside of this right here for the electronics. This cover will go over it when we're done. We got the control cables ran down through here for the throttle. There's that one for the throttle and this one for the steering. And here's our electronics, Fly Sky receiver, two cheap, I forget what name, MG brand servos off eBay. And I just wired this up to a receiver pack to power the receivers, and he's going to get that vacuumed out. We'll get these servo taped down wherever we need to put them, and then we should be good for a test. Okay, I got all the electronics hooked up. Got the steering servo right there going to the cable, moving the fins. Now do the throttle a little bit. There's a throttle servo going up there to the cable and the carb. We're not getting full throttle out of it, but that's fine because it needs to break in anyway, and I'll adjust it later on. So we're about ready to fire up for an actual test run of this thing.
just keep chasing.
Yeah.
That I'll never be that fast. Just leave me alone, I'll do it on my own. And I will let them know when the lights shine bright. Look pale as a ghost to all those I'm close. I'm coming here to show how to live life right. And now I'm listening. I'm losing my innocence, and you don't know my intent.
That's good.
And now you better back down, cause I'm coming for you. Better back down, cause I'm coming for you. Better back down, cause I'm coming for you. Better back down, cause I'm coming for you.
There we go. Oh, what? Huh. I heard that. I was like, what is that? It's on the ice?